I'm recording a video unprepared, but Sham950 asked for a Backrooms tutorial, so I'm gonna do one. But first, I wanted to search up Backrooms on Google, just to emphasize my point even more if I try to make any little building tips for the Backrooms, right? And apparently, I found this and I don't understand it, but it's somehow related to the Backrooms. A dark room or dark room is a darkened room sometimes located in a nightclub or sex club where sexual activity can take place. When located in bars or adult bookstores, dark rooms are also known as back rooms or black rooms or playrooms. Some dark rooms incorporate black, blue, or red lights or even no lighting. So it's some spooky themed sex club or some shit. I don't know. But back to my point. The real backrooms I'm talking about is the creepy one. Let me just read the there's not okay, starting off, this is my iterations of the backrooms. I'm glad you like it. It's supposed to give off the same vibe and I'm glad it does, but I don't have much to work off here. Because there's only like a one official picture of the backrooms. And the description is, if you're not careful and you no clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet. And that's where the first point comes in. Old moist carpet. I think the best, by the way, in the original backrooms video, just go search it up yourself. I don't have enough editing power to put in an image. The closest wall color to the one on the closest block in Minecraft to the wallpaper that you see in the official dark black backrooms image is smooth sandstone, and I think it fits pretty damn well because it looks old, it has the same color, and it has enough it's a consistent color and it has enough texture on it to actually look interesting for something so boring, right? And old moist carpet, light gray wool, and I don't know if it's just a lighting or what, but yeah, that's the IKEA, by the way. But light gray wool looks like old moist carpet, and it mixes with the color of this one really well. They're very mild colors, so these two really go together really well. The madness of mono yellow, like I said, smooth sandstone, yellow enough. The endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz. There's no lights that buzz in Minecraft, unfortunately, but the closest lights that I can think to something very fluorescent lighty is these, the sea lanterns. I think they're really perfect for like an office environment. So apply them to the backrooms fully. Yeah, it's really good. So, and the smooth stone I find is absolutely fucking perfect for one of those in office buildings when they have these like light um very 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 lightweight um panels, squares of shit lining the ceiling. Yeah, and usually sometimes when you look up, there'll be like one of those squares misplaced or something, and you can see up above it where it's just all dark. And I don't know what that is called. I'm not a professional, but that's my point. It fits perfect with everything. These just fit together. These fit the back rooms feel very well. Old moist carpet. And I don't know if it's just me, but it seems very moist. And then smooth sandstone. And now my next point. You want to make it 4 blocks high? Because 4 blocks high, it's 4 meters in real life, assuming that Minecraft blocks is 1 meter by 1 meter. But I'm going with what feels good. You know, Like something that doesn't feel too cramped, yet doesn't feel too big. You know what I mean? 2 blocks is out of the question. It's horrible. 3 blocks, which I've made this example of over here, still seems very. It's like one jump and you're enough to. I'm trying to fit the feel here of Minecraft. So 4 blocks is absolutely perfect. That point is made. Um, corridors can typically be 3 blocks wide because it's ample walking space. That's all you really need. And what else? Approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. I don't care about the 600 million square miles, but um, now here's the slightly more difficult part. What I've given you so far was the nice one, well, my favorite color palette to go with for the backrooms. But when you're building your backrooms, feel free to change it up a little. But assuming you like mine, then take it. I don't fucking care. Um, but yeah, consistently, you can always have dips in ceiling height just to add that abnormal thing. But start start making your backrooms of initial reaction, initial like presentation, like when the person just enters your backrooms. The vibe must be there consistently. The backroom must have a very consistent vibe. Like majority of it has to be floor blocks high and has to be normal like backrooms. But if you so want to, um, in certain areas to make it a little creepier, you can have occasional dips in ceiling height just to make something look like it doesn't make sense because the backrooms aren't supposed to make sense anyway. So yeah, sometimes I just add shit like this as to spice things up a little so it's not too boring to explore. But don't do that too much because I don't want to ruin the. Here's the thing: if you start off by making the majority of your backrooms 4 blocks high, 3 wide for corridor, stuff like that, and well lit, every time you walk into an area where it's not well lit or there's a flickering light, if you can do that, um, with redstone obviously, or there's a deep dark hole somewhere, or the ceiling's infinite somehow, or uh, the ceiling height suddenly became too high. I mean, like 2 blocks high. Whenever you reach an area like that and it's kind of abnormal, it's still the back rooms, but it's something new. It's new stimulation for you. So it makes your back rooms interesting. The back rooms are supposed to be boring as hell, but I want to make it kind of interesting. And yeah, my biggest challenge was from the starting point, trying to make everything connect. I'm trying to have as little dead ends as possible, I guess. Segmented rooms are one thing, but for the most part, everything needs to flow. Very large areas of nonsensical, abandoned looking old 90s office buildings ish. I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to be really big, yet really looks like the space could be contained in a building vertically. I don't know. Uh, I'm just spouting nonsense. Take whatever you want. Uh, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Uh, sometimes when you want, you can do this little tricky thing I did and make crosses of walls like this, and then duplicate them into a large area. And as soon as you step into this section, it looks trippy. But don't go on with the duplication thing too much. The objective here, at least for me when making the backrooms, is to make it eerily empty, but detailed enough to keep your interest. Make sure there's enough twists and turns to keep someone interested. A different variety of rooms to keep someone interested. Occasionally stumbling upon the weird one with like a, oh, what's this? Or, oh, the ceiling's really high. Just add abnormalities through and through random places just to spice things up and add that exploration kind of element. And whenever you do areas that seem kind of repetitive, it's okay because the back rooms are supposed to be nonsensical in some ways, yeah. So it's okay, but don't get carried away with it because if you duplicate something for too long, it ends up becoming really boring, you know? And I don't want to make things boring, so I guess that's all for the Backrooms tutorial. Not much to say. The weird sex fact was very interesting, though. Yeah.